Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's your boy Jay Taylor, Voices for the Voiceless. And man, you know what I'm saying? Hope everybody having a great Monday morning, Monday afternoon, rather. I just wanted to come real quick, peace of blessings, peace of blessings. Man, this dang old mayor in Chicago has got to be the dumbest, most stupid, idiotic, can't read the room. I'm talking about just incompetent. I couldn't even wait. I'm not even gonna make this long, bro. I didn't make this a part 11 or nothing. But as the title said, Mayor Brandon Johnson falling closer into President Trump's trap. He can't read the room if you paid him to. If you gave him hooked on phonics, he couldn't read the room. Now, as we all know about the whole ICE raids and stuff like that. I did a video on my thoughts about it, saying it wasn't Trump's fault yesterday. I've been covering it here. We know ICE is in Chicago heavy. You know what I'm saying? They in the community now. So what I mean by him falling into the trap is this. This fool, Brandon Johnson, just signed an executive order making ICE free zones in the city of Chicago. Like you're saying that ICE can't come to certain parts of the city. ICE free zones, you sign an executive order saying that the federal government, because ICE is a federal agency, cannot come into certain parts of your city. You going this far to protect illegal immigrants that you signed an executive order to try to prevent the federal government for coming into your city. Like you ain't a part of the United States of America. Like Chicago was sitting on an island somewhere by itself and it's not a part of the United States. Are you stupid? Now, federal law says that you cannot harbor criminals. And by law, illegal immigrants come into the city, into the country, period, is against our immigration laws that have been on the books since the beginning of time. Every country has immigration laws. So for you to sit up here and put in an executive order and go against the federal government, you are harboring criminals by law. So therefore, Trump wanted to bring in the National Guard. He would have to get the approval of said Governor Pritzker. The governor of Illinois would have to approve the National Guard request from the president. But this fool, Brandon Johnson, what he has did, the only way that the president cannot does not have to go through the governor is if he signs an insurrection act. Basically meaning that there is a national emergency. And by definition, what Brandon Johnson just did by signing this executive order, you idiot, is you gave Trump that much closer to signing that insurrection act. So when you start seeing a real military in your streets, not just ICE, blame Brandon Johnson. Instead of working with the federal government, just like they did in Washington, D.C. We see it was effective. You see that they brought down the murder rate. You see that they brought down the crime rate. Instead of working hand in hand, he telling the police to be in direct opposite. So you basically telling the police to tell the federal agents, the ICE agents, that you cannot come here. So now you basically put the police and the ICE agents in automatic conflict with each other. Do you think those ICE agents is going to take kindly to the police telling them they can't come somewhere? So now, all that's going to do is get Trump the green light. Once these police push back against ICE, the military go straight to Chicago. Now y'all was just crying about what happened on 75th and South Shore. Now you really like let these police act stupid with the ICE, telling them they can't come somewhere. Let them act stupid with ICE. Y'all was crying about that. You gonna see military all around. You making the block hot, bro. Signing all these goofy ass executive orders. Are you insane? You basically just declared ICE and the federal government. You basically said Chicago against the federal government. That's basically what you did with this move that you just made. And I don't know if the governor is aware of what Brandon Johnson just did, but the governor definitely needs to call the White House right now. Because they could go over your head with this move that this idiot Brandon Johnson just did. And it's totally unnecessary. Why wouldn't the police, local, state, work with the federal government? You going this hard to protect illegal immigrants that you signing executive orders. You falling right in that trap, bro. You falling right in that trap. But I got to get back to work, as you can hear. It's noisy out here, man. Just wanted to drop that little bit of information. But yeah, man, Brandon Johnson falling for the trap, bro. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy Jay Taylor. Voices for the voiceless. We love y'all. And until next time, we should see you soon. Peace and blessings.